Did you know that after the age of 40, your metabolism naturally begins to slow down? This can often feel like an invisible force working against you, making it easier to gain weight and much harder to lose it. Statistics show that on average, adults over 40 gain between 10 to 15 pounds over the following decade, and much of this is blamed on age alone. However, this isn't a life sentence or a one-way street. You're not destined to struggle with your body just because of your age. The truth is, many people have not only stopped this trend, but have actually reversed it naturally. You may have heard stories of individuals who, well into their 40s, 50s, or even 60s, have shed the stubborn weight and achieved vibrant health without strict diets or extreme workouts. These are not just rare exceptions. There's growing evidence that with the right approach, the body at any age has an exceptional ability to regenerate, lose fat, and regain energy. The belief that metabolism is set in stone once you hit a certain birthday is simply not true. By changing a few habits and choosing methods that honor your body's natural rhythms, you can see results faster than you ever expected. Imagine a method that is gentle yet effective, supports your health, and truly fits your lifestyle. One that doesn't force you to cut all your favorite foods or spend hours in the gym. This approach is within reach, and it can restore your confidence and well-being in surprisingly little time. If you're curious about how you can experience lasting change through a natural, accessible strategy designed for your stage in life, keep watching, because the transformation you want may be closer than you think. Turning 40 often brings new questions about your health, body, and future. Have you found yourself feeling more tired these days, no matter how much you sleep? Do you look in the mirror and notice changes in your body that seem to have happened almost overnight? Maybe you've been battling the scale for years, and despite your best efforts, the numbers refuse to budge. Or perhaps the spark you once felt about your appearance and energy is now dulled by the responsibilities of daily life, and the sense that your body just doesn't respond the way it used to. If you relate to these feelings, you are far from alone. This stage of life comes with unique challenges. Changes in metabolism can make it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. The pace of your daily routine, work, and family demands can leave little time or energy for self-care. Noticing shifts in how you look and feel can sometimes chip away at your self-esteem or leave you wondering if aging means you must accept less vitality, less confidence, and less enjoyment from life. But what if this wasn't your reality? What if feeling worn out, struggling with weight, and losing confidence weren't simply a part of getting older? Many people in their 40s and beyond find themselves surprised by how much transformation is possible, even if years of trying left them discouraged. Growing older does not have to be a downward journey. In fact, this chapter can be the beginning of profound change, physically and mentally. Imagine waking up refreshed, moving freely again, feeling inspired by your own reflection, and living each day full of energy and positivity. The good news is, you don't have to make radical sacrifices or give up joy to get here. With a natural method rooted in realistic habits and a deeper understanding of how your body works, change is not just possible, it's within reach. Ask yourself honestly, do you want to feel more confident and alive every day? Are you ready to reclaim your energy, your health, and your enthusiasm for life? You are in the right place, and the path to that transformation starts right now. The natural approach to achieving better health after the age of 40 is based on understanding how your body's metabolism changes over time and how to work with those changes, not against them. One foundation principle is resetting your metabolic rate through simple, sustainable lifestyle shifts rather than restrictive diets or exhaustive exercise routines. Central to this method is the adoption of balanced, whole food nutrition, regular moderate physical activity, and consistent sleep patterns. Whole food nutrition means filling your plate with foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. This includes vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and healthy fat from sources like olive oil or avocados. The benefit of these foods is twofold. They provide vital nutrients our body needs for energy and repair, and they tend to be naturally lower in calories but more filling. so you feel satisfied without overeating. According to a study published in the journal Obesity, people who focused on whole foods rather than calorie counting lost more weight and maintained better energy level for the long term. For example, swapping white bread and sweets for whole grains like brown rice or oats can stabilize blood sugar and reduce cravings, which is key to shedding stubborn fat. Physical activity doesn't have to mean extreme boot camp workouts or long hours at the gym. What matters is regular movement that supports muscle mass and keeps your metabolism active. Moderate activities such as brisk walking, light cycling, swimming, or even gardening have been shown to significantly boost metabolism. Research from the American Council on Exercise has demonstrated that as little as 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity, 5 days a week, can lead to noticeable reductions in body fat and improvements in cardiovascular health. One practical example is taking a brisk walk after dinner, which not only aids digestion, but also helps your body regulate glucose levels, an important factor for maintaining steady energy. Another vital aspect is sleep. Scientific studies consistently show that adults who get at least 7 hours of restful sleep per night have more balanced hormone levels, better appetite control, and an easier time losing weight. Lack of sleep disrupts hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which are responsible for feeling full or hungry. For instance, one clinical trial found that people who improved their sleep routine saw a decrease in nightly cravings and lost an average of 5% more body fat compared to those who did not prioritize sleep. This approach works with your body's natural cycles. As we age, muscle mass tends to decrease while fat stores increase, which can slow metabolism. By emphasizing gentle strength-building exercises such as yoga, Pilates, or resistance bands, you help maintain and even rebuild lean muscle. Muscle tissue burns more calories even at rest, making it easier to lose weight and feel more energetic throughout the day. In addition, eating plenty of fiber-rich foods has been linked with reduced cholesterol and lower inflammation, according to research highlighted in the journal Nutrients. Simple changes like including a leafy green salad or beans with your lunch can have substantial effect. Perhaps the greatest benefit of this method is its impact on overall well-being. Instead of feeling deprived or exhausted, you gain energy, wake up refreshed, and experience an improved mood. Many people report not just weight loss, but renewed confidence and motivation. By making gentle, consistent changes rather than chasing quick fixes, the body adapts naturally, leading to lasting transformation in health, appearance, and vitality, all supported by clear scientific research. As we grow older, many people notice that maintaining a healthy weight becomes much harder than it used to be. This is not just your imagination. Several changes inside the body make it more challenging to stay slim and energetic after 40. One of the main reasons is the natural slowdown of the body's metabolism. Metabolism is like the engine that burns calories and turns food into energy. When you're younger, this engine runs fast, making it easy to burn off extra calories, even if you indulge a little. But as the years pass, this engine starts to run slower, burning fewer calories with the same amount of activity and food. Imagine comparing your metabolism to a fireplace. When it's young, the fire blazes hot and burns wood quickly, but over time, the flames die down, so you need less wood to keep it going. If you keep putting the same amount of wood, the fireplace gets filled with unburned logs. That's a bit like your body storing extra calories as fat. Another important factor behind weight gain and loss of health as we age is hormone changes. Hormones act as messengers in the body, telling different parts when to speed up or slow down. Around midlife, the levels of hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and growth hormone start to drop. These changes can make the body more likely to store fat, particularly around the belly, and can also lead to a loss of muscle. Muscles help burn calories even while you're resting, so when you lose them, your calorie burning power goes down even further. Think of muscles like the workers in a factory. If you have fewer workers, the factory can't process as much fuel, and the extra gets set aside in storage, leading to more fat accumulation. It's also common for people to become less active as they grow older. Jobs might require more sitting, and energy may seem to dip. This shift toward a more sedentary lifestyle plays a big role in changes to your body. When you move less, your muscles do less work, and you don't need as much energy from food. But if you keep eating as if you're still very active, the unused energy gets stored as fat. Imagine a delivery truck that once made many deliveries each day. If it suddenly starts making only a few stops but still gets filled with the same amount of fuel, the leftovers begin to pile up. Lifestyle changes that often come with age also matter. Busy schedules, work stress, or caring for family can lead to grabbing quick, less nutritious meals or skipping physical activity altogether. Poor food choices and less movement combine with slower metabolism and changing hormones to create a perfect storm for gaining weight and feeling tired. For example, a late-night snack may not have made much difference in your 20s, but can now more easily turn into stubborn pounds on your waistline. Sleep patterns sometimes change as well, and lack of good quality sleep affect your appetite. It is common to feel hungrier after a poor night's rest, leading to the desire for sugar or comfort foods. In the long run, this cycle can make it even more difficult to control weight. Stress is another hidden factor, as it increases the production of cortisol, a hormone that encourages the body to store fat. Understanding these changes is empowering because it explains why classic "eat less, move more" advice isn't always enough after 40. The body has its own unique ways of adapting to age, often favoring fat storage and muscle loss if we do nothing to counter it. By becoming more aware of how these factors work together, like a slow engine, fewer factory workers, and a parked delivery truck, you can see that weight gain and loss of health are not just about willpower, but about real changes happening inside. Being aware of these signs can help you make better choices, such as increasing activity, choosing more nourishing foods, and finding ways to manage stress. This understanding gives everyone the chance to take simple, conscious steps for their long-term well-being. When it comes to turning around your health and supporting positive change in your body, focusing on natural solutions offers a safe and sustainable path forward. The strategies that have proven most effective are based on prioritizing gentle but consistent changes in your daily habits. These changes address not just the outward signs of weight gain or declining vitality, but the root causes, such as slow metabolism, reduced muscle mass, and shifting hormones. The beauty of this natural approach is that it works with your body, not against it, so you experience improvements in energy, mood, and confidence while seeing real changes in how you look and feel. A fundamental part of this method is balancing your nutrition. Instead of restrictive diets or eliminating whole food groups, the key is to choose whole, minimally processed foods packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Filling your meals with colorful vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates like brown rice, oats, and sweet potatoes helps stabilize blood sugar and keeps you feeling full longer. These foods support your cells' natural repair processes while providing the fuel your body needs to burn fat efficiently. Including a variety of healthy foods can also prevent cravings and help you enjoy your meals, making it much easier to stay on track without feeling deprived. Staying hydrated is another step many people overlook. Drinking enough water throughout the day not only helps manage appetite and boost metabolism, but also supports every organ system, from your heart to your brain, making it easier to stay active and alert. Even mild dehydration can slow the rate at which your body burns calories, so sipping water regularly is a simple trick with big rewards. Physical activity is essential for repairing the natural slowdown in metabolism that comes with age. But this doesn't mean daily strenuous workouts or marathon runs. The most effective strategies are those you enjoy and can maintain consistently. Activities like brisk walking, swimming, gentle cycling, yoga, or dancing all strengthen your body, help maintain muscle, and trigger the metabolic processes that encourage your body to burn fat and build energy. As an added benefit, movement lifts your mood and relieves stress, making it easier to manage emotional triggers that can lead to poor eating choices. Sleep plays a major role in this natural approach. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality rest each night helps reset appetite-regulating hormones and give your body time to recover from the day. Many people notice that when they sleep better, Making healthy choices throughout the day comes more naturally, and energy levels rise, which makes it easier to stay active and engaged. Along with these core habits, focusing on fiber-rich veggies, nuts, seeds, and fermented foods supports digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar naturally. The fiber in these foods slows down the absorption of carbohydrates, preventing sudden spikes and crashes in energy and hunger. A balanced, varied diet also supplies key nutrients that help your body process fats and sugars more efficiently. Of course, none of these changes will work overnight, but they are remarkably effective over time when done consistently. The difference between frustration and lasting success is often consistency and perseverance. By making small changes each day, you build habits that last and add up to transformative results. The natural method encourages regular routines and celebrating progress step by step, not aiming for perfection or quick fixes. Remember, every step you take toward healthier choices, choosing better foods, moving more, sleeping well, and treating your body with kindness, pays off not just on the scale, but in your self-confidence, energy, and joy. Real change might be gradual, but it is always possible, regardless of your starting point. Staying persistent and believing in your capacity for improvement is the secret ingredient that turns your hopes into reality. Your journey is unique, your efforts matter, and with trust in the process, you truly can reclaim the best version of yourself for years to come. One of the most common beliefs is that losing weight or improving health after 40 is nearly impossible because of age. Many people think their metabolism has slowed down so much that no method will help, or that their best years for change are behind them. However, scientific studies show this is simply not true. While it is a fact that metabolism tends to slow somewhat as we get older, it does not come to a stop. Research published in respected medical journals demonstrates that even people well into their 50s, 60s, and beyond can effectively lose excess weight, gain muscle, and feel better by adopting the right habits. The key is to use strategies that respect how your body changes over time, rather than giving up or relying on methods that worked in your 20s. Another frequent myth is that after 40, it is necessary to severely restrict calories or follow extreme diets to see any results. The truth is that strict diets are rarely sustainable and often do more harm than good. Instead, consistently making moderate improvements to your eating patterns is much more effective in the long run. Several studies confirm that people who focus on balanced meals, incorporating plenty of vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains, tend to lose more weight, keep it off, and avoid the cycle of regaining pounds. For example, someone who swapped daily sugary drinks for water and gradually increased their intake of veggies and proteins found steady progress over a few months, without feeling deprived or experiencing drastic hunger. Many people also believe that exercise must be intense and exhausting to have any impact after 40. In reality, regular, moderate activity is often more beneficial for long-term weight management and health than sporadic, extreme workouts. Scientific evidence demonstrates that walking briskly, cycling, swimming, or doing simple strength exercises 2 or 3 times per week is enough to boost metabolism, maintain muscle mass, and reduce the risks associated with slower metabolism. Personal stories support this. Some adults in their 50s began by walking 20 minutes each day and gradually added basic bodyweight exercises. Not only did they lose weight, but they also reported more energy and a brighter mood. There's also a misconception that hormonal changes make it impossible for anyone over 40 to control their weight. While hormones do shift, they're not an unbeatable barrier. By choosing whole foods, moving regularly, and improving sleep, you help your body manage these changes naturally. Studies have shown that healthy sleep, managing stress, and eating enough fiber all contribute to balanced hormone levels, making it easier to maintain a healthy weight and avoid unwanted cravings. Another persistent myth is that certain medical conditions where taking medications automatically prevent improvement in weight or overall wellness. It's important to know that even with health challenges, small changes can lead to significant benefits. Many individuals with chronic health conditions have successfully managed their weight and improved energy simply by working with their healthcare provider to find the safest and most realistic activity plan and focusing on attainable dietary adjustments. Even modest progress, like losing 5% of total body weight, can lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol, and lessen joint pain, all backed by strong medical research. Real-life stories continually show that these transformations are possible. For example, a woman in her late 40s who struggled for years found success not by dieting, but by walking her dog daily, adding salads to her lunch, and prioritizing sleep. In less than a year, she lost over 20 pounds and felt more energetic than she had in decades. Another example comes from a man in his early 60s who switched to whole grains, prepared more meals at home, and went for short evening walks. He not only lost weight, but also reduced his need for medications, all with his doctor's supervision. These examples show that lasting change is possible at any age. Scientific evidence and everyday experience support that it is never too late to take action, challenge old beliefs, and build healthier habits for yourself. Small, consistent steps really do add up, making real transformation accessible to everyone willing to start, regardless of the number on their birthday cake. Prioritizing your health is one of the most important decisions you can make for yourself and your loved ones. While adopting natural habits and lifestyle improvements can provide meaningful benefits, it is essential to recognize that these steps are part of a broader approach to well-being. The journey toward improved health is unique for each individual, shaped by factors such as underlying medical conditions, family history, current medications, and individual nutritional needs. That's why seeking guidance from qualified professionals is not just helpful. It's fundamental to ensuring both safety and success. Consulting a licensed healthcare provider, such as a doctor, is the first step when considering any significant change in your lifestyle, eating patterns, or physical activity. Medical professionals possess the knowledge and experience to evaluate your health from a holistic perspective. They can recommend appropriate tests, identify potential complications, and provide advice tailored specifically to your needs. For example, someone with a history of cardiovascular or kidney concerns requires special considerations when increasing physical activity or altering their diet. Only a qualified provider can assess these factors and help guide you toward routines and habits that will benefit, not unintentionally harm, your health. In addition to medical professionals, registered dietitians or nutritionists play a vital role in creating personalized meal plans and recommending safe, effective nutrition strategies. These specialists are trained to analyze your dietary habits, help you recognize patterns that may not serve your goals, and introduce alternatives that are realistic and sustainable for your lifestyle. Everyone's metabolism, preferences, and needs are different, so a one-size-fits-all approach rarely works, as well as a plan designed just for you. Working with a dietitian or nutritionist ensures that your meals not only help you work toward your health objectives, but also provide balanced nutrition with essential vitamins and minerals necessary for long-term well-being. It's important to understand that lifestyle adjustments, while powerful, are not meant to substitute for prescribed medical treatments or medications. For individuals who have been diagnosed with chronic conditions or taking prescription drugs, ongoing follow-up with a healthcare provider is crucial. Only they can determine the appropriate treatment plan and monitor how lifestyle changes may interact with medications or existing health issues. Sometimes well-intentioned natural changes, such as a new supplement, exercise routine, or decision to change medication doses, can have unexpected effects. For this reason, making changes without professional input can put your health at risk. Furthermore, regular check-ins with your healthcare team allow for early detection of potential problems and adjustments to your plan as your needs change over time. Even as you make positive shifts in your habits, ongoing medical support provides reassurance and helps you address challenges before they become significant setbacks. For example, if you begin to notice unusual symptoms or difficulties as you make nutritional or physical changes, discussing these promptly with your doctors ensures that they're managed quickly and safely. Having a supportive professional network also reinforces motivation and accountability. Knowing you can reach out to a doctor or nutritionist with questions or concerns takes off unnecessary pressure and helps maintain confidence in your progress. They can help you interpret lab results, explain the impact of certain foods or activities, and even suggest community resources or support programs when needed. Adopting healthy routines is an excellent step toward improved health, but the safest and most effective way to achieve your goals is through individualized support. Creating lasting change is easier and far more sustainable when it is based on a partnership with trusted professionals. Always take the time to involve your healthcare team in your decisions. Be honest about your plans and experiences, and use their expertise as your guide. In doing so, you build a strong foundation, one where your pursuit of better health is not only rewarding, but also safe, balanced, and tailored just for you. Believing in yourself and nurturing your self-confidence are some of the most powerful tools you can bring to any transformation journey, regardless of your starting point or the challenges you may face. When you commit to prioritizing your well-being and make small, positive changes each day, remarkable outcomes can occur, not just physically, but also emotionally. Building self-esteem is a continual process, and every step you take toward better health strengthens your belief in your own capabilities. It is important to remember that transformation isn't about achieving perfection. It's about progressing, overcoming doubts, and celebrating every victory along the way. People from all walks of life have found inspiration and strength in this journey. Their stories prove that change is truly possible and within reach for anyone willing to take the first step. For example, consider the experience of a man in his 50s who struggled for years with his health and motivation. After adopting gentle routines, such as walking each morning and preparing home-cooked meals rich in vegetables and lean protein, he not only lost weight, but discovered a renewed sense of energy. He described feeling lighter both in body and in spirit, and his increased confidence inspired him to reconnect with old friends and take on new hobbies. What stands out the most is how he found joy in small achievements, recognizing that each healthy choice was evidence of his ability to change and grow. Another inspiring story comes from a woman who felt overwhelmed by day-to-day responsibilities and doubted if she could improve her well-being after years of unhealthy habits. She decided to start by simply prioritizing her own self-care, listening to her body, and making small adjustments like adding more fruits and whole grains to her diet and stretching in the evenings. Although the changes felt modest at first, the impact was profound. Over the following months, not only did she notice improvements in her physical health, but her self-esteem blossomed. She shared that celebrating small successes, like walking a little further than the day before or preparing a nourishing breakfast, helped replace self-doubt with pride. Her journey shows that each positive choice builds confidence, and with patience, these choices accumulate into real transformation. You might relate to the feelings of uncertainty or frustration these individuals once experienced, but let their stories remind you that you have the strength to overcome setbacks and create change at any age. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection, and a trust in the process even when results seem gradual. Each step you take is proof of your resilience and commitment. Applauding yourself for your efforts, no matter how small, is essential for maintaining motivation and fueling further progress. What unites all successful transformations is the decision to stop doubting and start believing. Whether it's choosing to walk instead of drive for short distances, saying yes to fresh foods, or prioritizing rest, each action sends a powerful message to yourself that you're worthy of care and capable of positive change. Each story of transformation began with a single step taken by someone who, perhaps like you, wasn't sure what would happen, but chose hope over hesitation. Remember, there's no deadline or right moment to start your own journey. Whatever your current circumstances, you hold the ability to make choices that improve your health and happiness. If self-doubt ever creeps in, reflect on the successes of those who came before you. See their stories as proof that transformation is truly possible, and know that you, too, are capable of creating a life filled with vitality and confidence. Let hope guide you, and trust that every effort makes a difference. The power for change lies within you, ready to be awakened by each new, courageous choice. Today, we explore the reality that diabetes is more than just a matter of blood sugar. It is a persistent, silent condition that can impact your heart, kidneys, nerves, eyes, and brain, often long before symptoms become obvious. The 6 critical complications discussed: cardiovascular disease and stroke, diabetic nephropathy, diabetic neuropathy, diabetic retinopathy, diabetic foot ulcers and infections, and hyperosmolar hyperglycemic state, are not just far-off threats. For millions of people, they are real, present dangers that can transform daily life if left unnoticed or unaddressed. But knowledge is power. When you understand what signs to look for and why early detection matters so much, you take back control of your future and protect yourself from irreversible harm. The most important takeaway is that these complications do not need to be your story. People are living proof that, even after years of managing diabetes, it's possible to avoid severe consequences, preserve independence, and retain quality of life through small but consistent actions. Whether it's controlling blood sugar, maintaining a healthy blood pressure, getting regular screenings, eating nutritious foods, or building in daily gentle activity, these habits add up to lasting defense. No matter your age or how long you've been managing diabetes, positive change truly is possible. Every step you take to learn, adapt, and care for your body is meaningful progress. It is natural to feel overwhelmed or even afraid when hearing about the risks connected to diabetes. However, let that fear be transformed into motivation and hope. Your future is not set in stone, and you have within you the power to shape it. One decision, one new habit, and one conversation at a time. If you feel uncertain or notice changes in your body, trust that reaching out for reliable information and guidance is a sign of wisdom and strength, not weakness. Adopting new routines might be challenging at first, but with support and belief in your own potential, you can persevere and experience the transformation you deserve. Remember that you are never alone on this journey. The guidance of medical professionals, dietitians, and community resources is invaluable, not only for monitoring your health, but for helping you make informed, safe choices that suit your individual needs. Regular checkups, open communication with your healthcare team, and honest questions about your symptoms or concerns are important foundations for long-term well-being. Seeking professional help ensures you receive the latest, most accurate advice designed specifically for you, making your steps toward better health both safer and more effective. Now is the perfect time to take action. Believe in your ability to grow, heal, and transform, no matter where you're starting from. Harness this knowledge as a source of empowerment and inspiration to make the positive changes you want in your life. If you discovered something valuable today, please show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with friends or family who might benefit from these insights. By spreading awareness, you become a catalyst for hope and change, both for yourself and those around you. Every share and every subscription helps build a community of support where no one has to face health challenges alone. Your well-being matters, and a healthier, brighter future is within your reach. Start today. Believe in yourself, take action, and remember that every step forward is an investment in your vitality and happiness.